There are hikes that challenge your legs. There are hikes that challenge your lungs. And then there are hikes like this, where the island quietly waits for you to underestimate it. Because today, we are leaving the lagoon behind, the beaches, the calm roads, the easy island rhythm, and heading directly into the volcanic heart of Raratonga. What looks peaceful from the coastline changes completely once you move inland. The mountains rise fast, the jungle thickens, the air gets heavier, and suddenly the island feels far bigger than it did from sea level.
This is the point where people usually say something encouraging like, "The view will be worth it."
And to be fair, they are usually right, eventually. The Cross Island Walk is one of the most famous hikes in the Cook Islands. It cuts directly through the center of Rarotonga, crossing valleys, jungle terrain, and volcanic ridges before descending toward the opposite side of the island. And what makes this hike special is not just where it goes, it is how quickly the environment changes. Near the coast, everything feels open. But once you enter the interior forest, the island closes around you. The trees become denser, the ground softer, the sounds sharper, you stop hearing traffic and start hearing water, bird calls, wind moving through leaves, and your own footsteps trying not to slide downhill.
The humidity out here is impressive. It feels like the air itself is participating in the hike.
That is jungle hiking. You are not just moving through the environment. The environment is fully involved in what you are doing. And then the trail starts climbing steeply. This is where the island's volcanic terrain really starts to show itself. The soil becomes uneven, the path narrows, and the roots of massive tropical trees begin stretching across the trail like natural staircases. Except these staircases were clearly designed by nature after a very long day.
This is less walking trail and more creative problem solving.
Exactly. Because at certain points, you are not really hiking anymore. You are climbing, hands on roots, feet searching for stable ground, using the trees themselves, almost like ladders to pull yourself upward. And what makes it fascinating is realizing these roots exist because tropical rain constantly reshapes the soil. Many trees here spread their roots outward instead of deep downward, helping them stay stable in wet volcanic terrain. So, the very thing helping us climb is also what helps the forest survive. And then suddenly, the jungle opens, not gradually, not slowly. One moment you are surrounded by dense green forest, and the next, there it is, Manga, better known as the Needle, a dramatic volcanic rock spire rising sharply above the jungle floor, steep, narrow, and impossible to ignore. The Needle was formed through volcanic activity millions of years ago. As softer rock around it slowly eroded away, this harder volcanic core remained standing, which means what you are looking at is essentially the island revealing its geological backbone.
It looks like the mountain forgot to finish forming.
It really does. Like nature got halfway through construction and decided it already looked impressive enough. Getting closer to the Needle changes the experience completely. The terrain becomes steeper, more uneven, and every step starts requiring attention, not because it is dangerous, but because the environment demands focus. Loose rock, tree roots, wet sections of trail. The kind of terrain where you naturally slow down and start thinking carefully about movements. And this is where hiking becomes strangely immersive, because once you stop thinking about everything else, your world becomes very simple. Step, grip, balance, forward. That rhythm takes over.
I think the mountain has officially taken control of the conversation.
It tends to do that. And then you reach the viewpoint. And suddenly everything changes again, because from up here, you finally understand the shape of the island. The mountains dropping sharply toward the coast, the lagoon surrounding the shoreline, and beyond that, the reef forming a near-perfect ring around Rarotonga. From above, the reef almost looks like someone drew a border around the island. Bright turquoise lagoon inside, deep Pacific blue outside. And that reef is not just beautiful, it is essential. The coral barrier protects the coastline from stronger ocean swells, helping create the calm lagoon waters the island is known for.
So the island basically built its own protection system.
Exactly. Nature doing long-term engineering, very successfully. And standing up here, you realize something else. Raratonga is not large. You can drive around it in under an hour. But from this height, it feels vast, layered, alive. Like every side of the island has its own personality. Going down turns out to be a completely different challenge, because gravity suddenly becomes very enthusiastic about participating. The trail narrows again, the roots become slippery, and every downhill section feels like the island quietly testing your coordination.
This is the part where dignity becomes optional.
very optional. But descending also changes what you notice. You start seeing more detail. Small plants growing between rocks, ferns unfolding toward the light, tiny streams running down the mountainside. Everything here is connected to water. And eventually, the forest opens one more time, this time revealing Wigmore's Waterfall, fresh water flowing down through dense jungle into a calm natural pool surrounded by tropical vegetation. After the climb, the heat, and the humidity, this feels less like a destination and more like a reward. The water here comes directly from rainfall, collected in the island's mountainous interior, filtered naturally as it moves through the volcanic landscape. And because Raratonga receives significant rainfall in the highlands, these freshwater systems play an important role in supporting the island's ecosystems.
Translation: the mountain makes its own swimming pool.
A very effective one. The moment you step into the water, everything resets, the heat disappears, the noise softens, and suddenly the entire hike feels worth it. There is something about freshwater pools in the middle of jungle landscapes that changes your sense of time. Nobody rushes, and nobody checks anything. You just exist in the moment.
This is one of those places where you accidentally stay much longer than planned.
Mostly because leaving sounds like unnecessary effort. After all that climbing, we decided to change strategies completely. Less hiking, more wheels. So we rented electric bikes to explore one of the oldest surviving roads in Polynesia, the Arametua. This ancient inland road is believed to be over 1,000 years old, built using coral slabs and connecting early settlements around the island long before modern roads existed. And that detail alone is remarkable, because coral is not something most people imagine using to build roads. But on islands where volcanic rock and coral reefs shaped daily life, people adapted using what was available.
Which means, technically, this island solved infrastructure using the ocean.
Exactly. And somehow made it work for over a millennium. Exploring by e-bike changes the pace completely. You move slower than a car, but faster than walking. Which means you actually notice things. Small gardens, local homes, fruit trees hanging over fences, roosters confidently acting like they own the road. And because the electric assist handles the harder sections, you spend less energy struggling uphill and more time enjoying the surroundings.
This might be the first transportation method where Joe has not complained once.
That is because this one comes with assistance. I support all forms of assisted travel. And after a full day of climbing, swimming, and cycling, there is only one logical ending: food. Specifically, banana poke, a traditional Cook Islands dessert made using overripe bananas, coconut cream, sugar, and starch baked slowly until it becomes rich, soft, and almost pudding-like. What makes banana poke interesting is how practical its origins are. On tropical islands, bananas ripen quickly, especially in warm, humid climates. So instead of wasting overripe fruit, communities developed recipes that transformed them into long-lasting desserts.
So this entire dessert exists because someone looked at old bananas and refused to give up.
Exactly. And honestly, that level of optimism deserves respect. The coconut adds richness, the banana brings natural sweetness, and once baked together, the texture becomes dense, smooth, and incredibly comforting. It feels homemade in the best possible way. A volcanic climb, natural ladders hidden inside jungle trails, a mountain rising above the island, freshwater pools deep in the forest, an ancient coral road, and a dessert built from simple island ingredients. Today was not about speed, it was about movement, through landscapes, through history, and through the island itself.
And somehow, every part of it felt completely different from the last.
Exactly, because Rarotonga keeps changing, depending on how you explore it. Alright, quick question. The ancient Arametua Road was traditionally built using what material? A. Volcanic glass. B. Coral slabs. C. Bamboo platforms. D. Lava bricks. Take a second now, type your answer in the comments section below, and tell us honestly, which part of today would you try first?
And if your answer is the dessert, honestly, I 100% agree.
Because the more we explore this island, the more we realize the best experiences are usually the ones hidden away from the obvious place. Curiosity travels well. See you in the next one.
We have a winner, and I am not being chill about it. Someone just took that leaderboard apart like it was light practice. Moves were intentional. Timing was locked. Confidence, unbothered. Big congrats to our champion. You absolutely showed out. Your notification is about to land quicker than a live patch update. Keep an eye on your comments. We'll grab your details and get that prize moving your way. Smooth process, zero chaos. Didn't see your name this round? Don't switch tabs on us. This isn't a one-off highlight. It's an ongoing storyline, and the next chapter is about to drop. Fresh reset, clean board, new energy, so power up those fingers, because the next spotlight, it might land right on you. No hesitation, no slow reactions, no watching from the sidelines. Stay bold, stay sharp, stay locked in. Let's see who takes it next.